I want to talk about purity culture and breastfeeding. Now, for a lot of women, breastfeeding is looked at, and men, is looked at as a natural thing to be doing. You feed your baby, that's what your breasts were made for, right? Now, purity culture, because of the emphasis on men's sexuality and men being so visual, breastfeeding was often seen as a temptation to men, that if you breastfed in front of men, you could be causing them to stumble. As you can imagine, if you have been a mum and breastfed before, your first child, breastfeeding in itself is a whole new learning game. You've got to learn how to latch the baby, how to get them to stay on sometimes. Sometimes you can end up with issues with nipples being inverted and whatever. And so breastfeeding can be quite difficult at first. So you add purity culture on top of that, and it just makes breastfeeding so stressful. And then not only affects you because you're feeling uptight and stressed, and of course then milk's not going to let down, baby's not going to be happy, baby's going to fuss. So it just causes a whole host of problems. I remember with my third child sitting in church and just feeling like I'm going to have to go into another room to breastfeed. That's how much that mentality of my breasts are going to cause someone to stumble was in my mind. That I had to literally go to a room by myself and breastfeed my kid. I could not sit there and do it where I was at. And I wasn't one to not be discreet about breastfeeding either. I had the covers, I had the double layers, wearing a singlet and then a top over the top so that you couldn't see any skin. I was extremely careful, but I still felt like I should not breastfeed in public. So I want to know, has anyone else's breastfeeding journey been affected by purity culture? And if so, in what way?